So this hand is definitely among the more awkward hands you can get with this deck. We have two Ojutais and a bunch of green-black lands, so we're 2 sources away from casting each. So this is effectively a mulligan 5 for now. It all just depends on whether or not our Coursters and our Scrylands can find us lands on time, and you know, whether or not Courser and Raptor are good enough on the draw, which I think they are, especially with 2 Scrylands. I don't think this is a Snapkeep or anything, but it is relatively close, and I can see it going either way. But well, if our opponent's playing mono red, then this hand is certainly much worse. We need a Caryatid. Windswept Heath helps. Not sure if it's going to get us there all the way, though. We need some early interaction here, and we're not going to get it, I don't think. Llanowar Waste is definitely not what we need. And Eidolon is a beat. Moto, I put that on the bottom. Alright, if we draw Ojutai, then we know that Moto is bugged. Flamewake Phoenix. So probably playing the slightly bigger one with no tokens and Thunderbreak Regents. We did not draw the Ojutai, so that's good. So I think we just play out El Raptaro. Take a hit on the chin for 2. Probably should have played Haven that turn, actually, because if we Courser next turn and hit a land that doesn't make blue or white, then we're not going to be able to cast Ojutai on 5. Heightened Strength? We did. We very did. So down to 3. And somehow not actually dead? Interesting. So in an ideal world, this puts us up to 4. Phoenix knocks us to 2. Courser puts us back up to 3, and we and we play Ojutai. So we're not punished by our mistake. So that's good, I suppose. We get slashed anyway, so we're dead. Dead to the Phoenix. So prices are pretty solid. Foul Tongues are basically amazing. And Atarka and other Silumgar are a little too slow, I think. Thoughtseize is definitely not what we want. We could Duress. This deck doesn't have the token makers, so Duress could potentially miss, actually. Then it's just whether or not we actually want these downfalls, and I don't think we do. I think we have Prices and Foul Tongues, and that should be enough. So now we have to find 2 other cards to cut. And Wayfinders are not spectacular, because, like I said, he doesn't have all the token maker stuff. When I played this deck, I had Swift Spear, Lightning Berserker, and Zurgo as my ones. So Wayfinder is good against Lightning Berserker, but not really good against anything else. Wayfinder does fuel our cuts, helps us find Dramoka a little bit. Maybe we're a little low on dragons for Foul Tongue. Maybe like Drifting Death is supposed to come in just as a blocker. Like maybe Silumgar is better than I'm giving it credit for too. It's also possible the Duresses are not great, but it's a 1-mana spell that is probably going to gain us 3 life. So I think it's probably pretty good. I can see shaving a Den Protector because they're a little slow. By a little, I mean a lot. So let's go with a Den Protector and a Wayfinder. And let's see how this does. Murderous Cut Dramoka. Not really going to cut it, I don't think. And Courser Raptor, so we're kind of the same as we were in the first game. This time we're on the play, and we don't have any dragons yet, but we also have a lot more live top decks, so don't think we can mulligan this one. One drop is bad news. And it looks like our opponent is debating between which one drop to play. Zergo into Swift Spear deals a little bit more damage. Oh, we have a Duress. That's good. It's a 1-mana card. We get a Roast. And yeah, our opponent had all the ones. Also has a Flamewake Phoenix and a Thunderbreak Regent. So if our opponent misses some land drops, we should be okay. If not, we might just get run over here. I could see a Berserker dash here, or even just a Zergo dash to try and play around Drown in Sorrow. And which actually works in our favor since we don't have it. So we have Haven that I think we're going to play. And just run out this Raptor. We get a guaranteed life gain next turn with Courser. And the ground is basically locked up. So now we just have to fade some top deck lands from our opponent. And if they hit lands, we need to draw some removal spells. Need to draw some big dragon, I think. Not too much play to this matchup. Just trying to stabilize. Puppy is losing her mind. Come here. Come here. He's right on my shoulders. Draw a Den Protector. That's not bad. Doesn't actually help us. It will be great once we draw a removal spell, though. Get a Free Haven. Infinite Free Havens. And I don't know if attacking is worth it or not here. If our opponent roasts us, that could be kind of bad. It could also just be like any burn spell with Swift Spear could kill Courser. I do think this is more of a mono-red matchup where we probably want to be attacking, since they have a little bit more on the high end. Like, we do have to try and race them at some point. Well, thankfully, our opponent is not hitting land drops. And here comes the squad. So, this indicates to me a Titan strength. And I'm fine losing Courser currently. Because we have the Den Protector, and that actually gives us something to get back. So, Titan strength here, we end up taking 2 damage. One of his creatures dies. Now we have something to Den Protector, so not all is lost. And we could potentially attack for 3 here. Don't really just want to get blown out by a shock. Not that Slash is... Wild Slash is particularly good post-board here. I think we're just Den Protecting back our Courser. Opponent has Thunderbreak, Lightning Berserker, and a card. Could certainly be a Stoke the Flames, but I think I'd rather have the life gain over the next few turns. Maybe playing out these havens was not a great idea because now we just have a sea of colorless lands. But it was the card that our opponent knew about. We could have not played the first haven. That probably would have been fine. The second one came off the top from the courser, and the third one was revealed to courser, which is why we played it. But if we draw something like a downfall here, it can be kind of awkward. And draw another duress. That's kind of the same thing. I can see squeezing in some siege rhinos in the board for this matchup. So do we take a point to duress? I don't think we do. I do think we're attacking with this Den Protector, though. We do have to start attacking. It's possible even the Raptor can get in. Ideally, I would like to duress first before I start making attacks like this. Yeah, this is kind of bad. Like, Dash Berserker is pretty bad for me. So I'd have to block that, and then I take, well, I take 5, but potentially 6. So Thunderbreak Region is now online. So Den Protector is staying home. There's another Den Protector. So we are definitely losing out in the air here. Need to find a dragon stat. Yeah, just another Phoenix. Yeah, I don't see a reason to face down this. We're gonna have our mana for Den Protector next turn, I think. If we draw Dramoka, we're fine. I think we're just dead on board, though. We need to find a dragon. So here's 8. We go to 5. And then, yeah, we're just dead. Womp womp. Dead, dead, dead. So, sometimes it is as easy as our game, or our match 1. We're playing dragons, crushing our opponents. And as you see here, if we don't draw dragons, we're pretty bad off. So, maybe I should have kept in some actual dragons. I don't know. There's some more actual dragons. But yeah, we just died to the flyers. We're pretty good at locking up the ground, though, as you saw. So it's just these things that are a problem. This version of the deck is a bigger problem, but that's kind of our own fault. So, my bad.